Welcome to Boy Time Podcast. We're gonna get litty time, yeah. Oh, it's your Boy Time Podcast. Coming in with the slam dunk of a theme song.
Hi ho ho, it's me, Matt Reeves, back at it again with a new episode of the Boy Time Podcast. And as always, I'm joined by Babby and Paul.
Yikes.
Except for last week,
Yeah.
we were joined by Babjab, but
Oh.
we subbed him out. Frankly, we hate Babjab, and we're welcoming Paul back on the podcast. So
Don't
that's
worry, I know he doesn't watch these.
Yes.
Nobody watches these.
Well, that's fine. We actually do
Our
have a slam.
children will watch these.
Oh yes, elderly men. watch
Delete them
these.
before then. Remove
Okay,
the
I will.
channel.
I'll delete the channel right after I record this
Cool.
podcast.
Nice. Can't wait.
We have a slam dunk episode. We got a lot of stuff that dropped today. We had two big events. We had the DC Fandom, which dropped a lot of epic stuff, and
Gang.
Minecraft Live was today.
Yes.
So this is what they've been doing for the past couple years. Instead of, I think they've been subbing out Minecon for this. It's just a
Dude, I
digital
miss Minecon.
showcase.
Probably for the better.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like what every gaming thing is doing now. Like they're pulling out of like E3 and making all digital stuff, like Nintendo and Sony, and now Minecraft.
Sonny.
So we had the big Minecraft showcase. They showed off some pretty fun stuff. DC stuff. I got stuff I'm excited for in TV shows and movies and gaming. So we got like the whole spectrum.
Gaming.
No comics because who reads? You know?
I know I don't.
I don't either. But we got a whole lot of stuff to go through. So I'm just gonna hop, skip, jump right into it with
What are you, a rabbit?
news roundup. I actually just have to add in something real quick that I forgot. Okay, great.
This guy is the head of the pod, by the way.
Oh, wow. How dare you. We're going to start off with gaming news. That's what we got the most stuff to get through. At least
You might like this
at
one.
least what I have. I don't know. There might be a whole lot of music stuff this week. I don't know. The first thing, this is more of a rumor than anything else. We got Blue Point's new project was leaked, rumored about, not really announced, but apparently they're remaking Bloodborne. Frankly, kind of a waste, if you ask me, because Bloodborne's already really good and it hasn't aged at all. So, kind of wasting their talent. And a Bloodborne sequel is reportedly in the works. I don't know if that's ever been officially confirmed before, but that will make a lot of people happy. I know people have been waiting for a Bloodborne sequel for a while, ever since the first one came out, and they've had to deal with stupid Sekiro and now Elden Ring, which we will talk about Elden Ring later because there was some
Yikes.
stuff happening with that today. But Bloodborne is one of those games that I'm going to get lampooned for saying this, is one that I could never really get into. I've gotten
You're just not a real gamer, and I think I need you to admit that.
Well, what's weird is that I'm really into like From Software stuff. And by really into, I mean I really liked Sekiro, and then I gotten like halfway through Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, and I think I just don't really like the RPG element stuff where there's a whole lot of like stats and you have to like level up, and like that's kind of lame. But Sekiro is great because like your stats don't get better, you get better. And by the time you beat the final boss, you're like an absolute god at like parrying and all these like combat mechanics that actually you have to work towards throughout the whole game. That's like my favorite thing ever. I think that's why Sekiro is one of my favorite games. So we'll have to see what Elden Ring's like. I'm probably going to play it. Who knows if I'm going to beat it, but my guess is that it's probably going to be closer to Dark Souls than Sekiro. But I know a lot of people are going to be happy. I know a very loud minority, Bloodborne is their favorite From Software game. And I think of the like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, I think Bloodborne is my favorite out of those three. It definitely has a cool atmosphere, being like a vampire hunter. It's cool. But I want to reiterate that Blue Point should not be remaking the first Bloodborne because it's only like 5 years old, and it really doesn't need that.
Literally released for the PS4.
Yeah.
Which is still relevant since Sony doesn't release games.
To be fair, anything more than like 2 years old nowadays is like granny game.
Well, the thing is you can play Bloodborne on the PS5 because of the PS4 backwards compatibility. So, like, there's really no reason for this.
But does it have ray tracing?
No. The only thing that they would add...
Remaster won't either.
Yeah, this is a remake. Blue Point, like, pushes the envelope in terms of remakes, so it's weird to have them remake Bloodborne. That being said, this is just a rumor, nothing confirmed. But if that is true, then stupid move and change it, because I'm angry.
He is so mad.
I am very angry. But speaking of From Software, we had some Elden Ring leaks. Yeah. There was some gameplay leaked, and not like trailer gameplay like we've seen before. This was actually like moment-to-moment gameplay, albeit a very, very short clip. I'm talking about like 40 seconds. It's just like someone like looking over a cliff and like looking over the scenery. But there's some interesting things that I noticed in the gameplay. There's a compass on top of the screen. Like it looks like kind of like Skyrim's, where it's like very like in the top and center. And then as they moved around, it changed. And there's a dedicated jump, which if you have any experience in From Software games, that's only been in one, and that is Sekiro. So a little bit weird. It's looking to be maybe like a combination of like Dark Souls like themes, but maybe with Sekiro's movement. And if so, that sounds good to me. But yeah, there wasn't a whole lot like we could really gain from it. It looked really great. And I think that was really what I got out of like the most out of. Because, there wasn't really anything interesting. Like there wasn't even any combat. It was just someone staring out and then they like moved a little bit. Which is how I found out that there's a jump button. But that's about it for Elden Ring. That's coming out in like 3 months. I think that's a January release. So, yeah, hopefully we get some more stuff on that soon. I'm probably going to get something about that on the Game Awards, if I was to guess.
Totally.
I don't think there's any other events or anything. I think that's really it before January. Next, before we get into Minecraft and DC stuff, we had the Nintendo Animal Crossing Direct. Honestly, I didn't watch it.
Frog chair.
The frog chair is in the game now.
Let's go.
Frankly, I don't know what that's referencing. Is this another?
Remember the frog chair?
I don't remember the frog chair, but
I think it's a chair that's been in every single game.
Okay, that makes sense.
I remember having it on the DS. I don't remember what game that would have been.
Okay. I know like a lot of people have been excited for the frog chair, and I'm like, I'm missing something. There's got to be an explanation.
It's just a frog chair. It's just,
It is cute. I do like the frog chair. I don't know all the details. I didn't really... That wasn't the part that I had really interest in. Because there was attached to that, we talked a couple weeks ago during the Nintendo Direct. This was probably about a month ago at this point. They announced that they were going to be adding an expansion pack to the Nintendo Switch Online service. Already it's $20 a year.
Oh yeah, it's weird that they announced it in this.
They did announce it in this, but there is a reason it ties in.
Okay.
So yeah, this expansion pack, they didn't announce the price, but they announced that you were going to be able to buy it, and you were going to be able to play N64 games and Sega Genesis games. So like in the existing Nintendo Switch Online, you can play NES games and SNES games. Well, if you upgrade your package, you'll be able to, get more backwards compatibility out of your Switch, which I think at the time I said, not really a big fan of this. And if they are insistent on increasing the price, maybe $10 to $15 more a year. I don't think it's worth more than that. They announced that the price is going to be $50 for a year of the expansion pack, which includes those two systems I already mentioned, and you're getting the Animal Crossing paid DLC included. So that's how it ties in. Animal Crossing is getting a paid DLC. So it's like...
Also weird.
Yeah, I think it's like you design houses for people. I don't know. I didn't watch the direct. I just was interested in the expansion pack news. I haven't played Animal Crossing since.
I think like 10 or 12 new villagers and like a new island with like all shopping stuff.
Yes.
It's just quality of life things.
Yeah, and most stuff that like should have been around. Like I'm pretty sure like farming, like you can now farm now and make crops and stuff. Cooking, maybe. I think I saw that that's a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're like adding some cool stuff. I think the paid DLC, it's like, it sounds like Happy Home Designer, which is the mobile game, but that's not what it's called. It's like something like that though. But they're bringing like GameCube villagers back. I saw that. I don't know. It seemed to be a very positive reaction from the Animal Crossing fans. So good for you guys. I don't know. Exciting stuff. But back on this expansion pack, $50 a year is too much for what you're offering because your online service is bad and
your servers are bad.
Yeah. I think your initial game selection is pretty decent, but there's some weird ones that you're omitting. Like the Majora's Mask isn't going to be on there for launch on the N64. And it's like, how are you going to have the N64 and not have Majora's Mask? And I think like Ocarina of Time is going to be on there. Mario 64. I think Mario Kart is going to be on there. But like no Banjo-Kazooie, which I know they were planning. I think that one's one that they're planning to add, which is great. Don't know how that's working out, but I'm glad Nintendo and Microsoft are still kind of kissy-kissy. But yeah, lower the price. And if you're listening to this, nobody buy it. Just Nintendo 64 emulators are so easy to run, and
download one on your PC for free.
Yeah, and it's free.
In 10 minutes.
And it runs better. Well, yes. I don't know. It won't run better than... it'll probably run better than the Switch. It'll probably run better than the Switch. It runs better than it does on the N64 for sure. Plus, you don't have to deal with the N64 controller. So that's a plus too. So yeah, that was a thing. But let's hop into the stuff that happened today.
Yes.
Hop.
Very topical. Let's jump into the Minecraft news, and then I'll try to contain all the DC stuff together. So we'll do Minecraft. First things first. Is it Alay? How you pronounce it? I don't know.
Alay, probably.
But that's what won. The Copper Golem and the Scared Grass thing lost. Glare.
A sad day for Copper Golem stands.
I think I was a Copper Golem stan.
I definitely was.
I'll be honest. If I had voted, I would have voted for Alay probably.
That would have been my second option.
Yeah, I think the Glare was my least favorite, and then Alay and Copper Golem. But the Copper Golem's just so dang cute. even if he was pretty much useless for what I do. But I would have just liked to have one around. Which, let's not rule it out, because, if this live is any indication of how they're going to be rolling out updates in the future, there's a high probability that's going to be coming to the game at some point. But we'll get to that. So LA 1, we'll go into Caves and Cliffs 2 news, but there really wasn't a whole lot. They didn't talk about it. It's going to be coming out this year. We know that for sure. No date. They just said coming soon. I think they spent a long time kind of talking about, like, we're trying to kind of protect our employees' mental health. So, like, there's not going to be a whole lot of dates and stuff. And the updates are going to be a little bit smaller from here on out. I was like, okay, fine. You know what? That's okay. Let's not contribute to the game crunch, which is already very much a problem. A standard, but, they're trying to fix it, I guess, which is good.
They saw the freaking TV and movie strikes. They're like, whoa, pump the brakes. Hold up.
Yeah. Which, I mean, they were kind of already on that by splitting this update into two.
Yeah.
So I'll give them credit where credit is due. They seem to be taking steps to, kind of reduce that aspect of the gaming industry. So good on you, Mojang, not Microsoft, because, Halo Infinite. But we got, I put on my little speculation goggles as to when this update's coming out.
Tinfoil hat.
My little tinfoil hat. If I was to guess, this update is going to be coming out in November. Why?
I'm putting in December.
It might be, but again, no news, no release date. I'm just going to be throwing that out again. But Java and Bedrock versions of Minecraft are going to be coming to Xbox Game Pass for PC in November. So I would think they would kind of release that update around there, trying to coincide it so that people who haven't played Minecraft in a while and who have Game Pass can be like, oh, I'll try out the new update. They just added it. That would be my idea, putting on my business suit. That's what I would do.
My idea is it's so close to the holiday, weeks anyways. They just wait until a week before Christmas, be like, "Yo, guys, here's a very good reason to buy Minecraft, a really good update."
They could do that.
And then everyone gets Minecraft for Christmas if they somehow don't already have it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's my thinking.
I mean, it easily could be November or December. There's good reasons.
I mean, it has to be November or December at this point.
Well, yeah, you think.
Yeah, I don't think this month is a possibility.
No, I don't think it's going to come out in October.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about much. We're going to need small updates. By the way, it comes out in a week and a half.
Yeah, I'm good with waiting, too. We got games coming out, so
yeah,
and that are out. So
true. Well, and they spent a lot of time talking about the next update. So not Caves and Cliffs. The next one is going to be called the Wild Update. And this one incorporates a lot of stuff from the vote 2 Minecraft lives ago. So that one was the one that Mountain Goats won and the Mountain Biome won, which led to Caves and Cliffs. Now they're moving on to the Swamp. So that was the second place winner of that vote. Swamps, frogs, boats with chests on them. Which actually, that's a pretty cool. That's a cool addition. That is pretty cool. So this one is going to be adding the Mangrove Swamp, which is a different No, it's called mangrove. It's a kind of tree. But I do appreciate your inclusivity. The Mangrove Swamp is going to be added. That's where frogs are going to live, and fireflies. Fireflies are going to be at a mob. I think they're just going to be added just so that frogs have something to eat. That seems to be their only reason for existing. And another cool thing about the frogs is that they're the first mob in Minecraft to their baby version is actually a different mob. You know, if it's like a baby pig, it's just an adult pig but kind of shrunk. Baby frogs are tadpoles, and then they're cold-blooded. So whatever biome you raise them in, there will be a different color frog when they grow up. So they showed off 3 color variations. There was like a dark green one, like a reddish orange one, and then a white frog. Kind of easy to guess where you would get those colors. So that's kind of cool.
Or is the white one an albino? Ooh.
I don't know.
Genetics into Minecraft. Let's go.
Nobody tell Gregor Mendel that he died too early to breed frogs in Minecraft.
He will be so sad.
He would be very sad. Let me see. I know there was some other stuff. Oh, the Mangrove Swamp are adding mangrove trees and a new wood.
Wood.
I know that will make Babby very
That
happy.
is, yes. That's all I care about in Minecraft.
Yes.
Babby likes his wood.
If I were to describe it, it would be a mix between jungle and birch in terms of coloring. It's like a lighter...
all the mods we played kind of have the same thing, so I would assume that they model it after the real tree.
Yes. It's just a little bit lighter orange.
I just want a wood update where they just add like 15 different types of trees.
That would be fun.
Make me the happiest man.
They kind of did that. Well, no, they only added like 2. When they added like a whole lot of biomes, they added
With
like
the savannah and stuff.
Yeah, the dark oak
Savannah and
and
darkwood, I think, were the only ones.
Yeah, they should just add a whole lot. I like that. That's not what they're doing here. This one it seems to be a little bit smaller. I've seen some people get angry about that. But honestly, shut your trap. But also included in this, the wild update is they're adding a new biome underground. This one was supposed to be in caves and cliffs, but it got too big and they had to cut it and push it to the next one.
Oh, I was actually looking forward to that.
Caves and Cliffs already looks pretty sick, though.
Yes, it
Yeah,
does.
we had to wait like probably a year.
There's a lot
for
of
that
biomes
to
down
come
there
out.
already.
No, this one's going to be coming out in the next one, so that will be in the summer. In the first half of 2022.
Basically a year in my world.
Yeah.
No. Like 6 months. Yeah, this one, I think it's called the Deep Dark. It looks cool. It's like a underground like catacomb. But that's where that like warden mob is going to be. That was in the original Caves and Cliffs like trailer. So it's like that like big like black and blue kind of hooded guy.
You gonna look up what this was?
Yeah, just search like I think it's the warden. But that's where they're gonna live. They showed some pretty wacky stuff, like when you kill a mob in this deep dark, then they like leave like a blue coloration behind, and then like a local block will just like set that on fire. Yeah, it seems to be pretty crazy, pretty end game. So yeah, I guess we'll see how that how that goes in the wild update. But I saw some people were pretty angry that was not going to be in Caves and Cliffs, and
I think they're underestimating how different Caves and Cliffs is going to change the game already.
yeah, they showed some stuff from Caves and Cliffs, and there's already like 3 new cave biomes being added. This one is just one that they weren't able to make in this one. So yeah, like the world generation is going to be completely different in Caves and Cliffs. I think you're going to be okay without the Deep Dark for now.
Yeah.
And especially since it's coming in the next one. Like, I don't get why people were so mad about this. Let's stop stressing out the developers, okay? They're doing their best.
For a little bit, at least.
Yeah.
Because they're doing good stuff.
Yeah. I haven't had a complaint yet. Except that one time that they made the render distance really bad, and it, like, screwed everything over for, like, 5 updates until they finally fixed it in, like, 1.10 or something. It took a while. So that was pretty much it for the Minecraft update. There was some Minecraft dungeon stuff that was announced, but frankly, I don't care about that. And and they announced that they're going to be selling bundles of Java Edition and Bedrock Edition. So
Why though?
I don't know. I still don't really know the difference.
It's a little strange.
Bedrock is like 4 updates behind or something.
Yeah,
It's a different game.
it's a different game.
Yeah.
And I saw that they made a big deal during this presentation that they're working really hard to make the seeds the same in both games because apparently they're different. And so they announced, like they showed a side by side in Caves and Cliffs Part 2 of the same seed in Bedrock and Java, and they look pretty close, but still not like 100%. And they're like, we're working hard. I was like, why is it different? Like, what's so different? I'm not a game developer, and I don't really know the background of both of these versions, but yeah, I don't know. It just seems a little weird. But that's it for Minecraft news. That's it. Okay?
Well, now the pod's not gonna be any more fun.
Oh, we still got a lot of good stuff to talk about.
Okay.
We got some more gaming news in
Okay,
the DC fandom this time. I didn't watch it live. I just waited for Jeff Keighley to post. And Jeff Keighley seemed the most excited for the Batman trailer, which is fair. But, you know, I would have liked to see some stuff drop on the 2 games that were got details today. But that's fine. The first one that we got was for that Suicide Squad game. I think it's called Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. That is coming out next year. Looks decent. Again, we didn't get any gameplay from it. This is the second year in a row where we haven't. It's just another, story trailer. It looks decent. I don't know.
I mean, it is DC.
Aha.
So
Decent. Yeah.
It's their motto, actually.
But I think I've talked about this one before. This one's made by Rocksteady, which are the people who made the original Arkham trilogy, not including Arkham Origins. We'll talk about them later. So it's probably going to be good. I don't know. Maybe. Haven't seen anything from it yet, except the story. And I know that it's Deadshot, Harley Quinn. I think his name is King Shark. I don't know. King Shark, and then Captain Boomerang. So, really capitalizing on the Suicide Squad film. But yeah, that was a thing. And then the one that got more stuff today was Gotham Knights, which is the other Batman-related game that is made by Warner Brothers Montreal, who have only made Arkham Origins, which came out in 2013. So they have been working, very hard on this, except I don't think that is true. That is also coming out next year. I would guess this one's probably coming out in the summer, and then Suicide Squad's coming out holiday time. Again, no release date, but that just makes sense because we saw more stuff for Gotham Knights today. But again, this one was also a story trailer. We got gameplay last time, but this one wasn't a gameplay trailer. It looked decent, but okay. There was some gameplay shown, but it looked the same as the last time, so I don't know if it was the same footage. This one I'm a little bit more shaky on, if I'm being honest. It's like an RPG, but still in the Arkham style. So they're still stealthing around. It's kind of giving me Assassin's Creed vibes, but multiplayer and set in Gotham after Batman dies.
After.
Dude, Batman died. I didn't know that.
I guess. Yeah. Yeah, he did.
He did do that.
He did do that.
No.
I guess spoilers for Arkham Knight, but that game's 10 years old. That's not true. But it's
Batman has been canonically dead for 10 years.
I don't. It was on the PS4. I don't think it was Arkham Knight 2015. It's only 6 years old. Okay.
It's a lot longer than that.
Yeah, it does.
Batman has been canonically dead for 6 years.
Batman has been canonically dead in the Arkham series for 6 years.
In the mainstream, since Batman vs Superman didn't happen.
Batman vs Superman didn't happen, and Justice League also did not happen, frankly.
Yeah.
I don't know when Dark Knight Rises came out, but honestly, I'll say Batman's been dead since then too.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that one. Not the worst Batman movie, but certainly not the best. But enough about that. Yeah, this Gotham Knights stuff looks fine. I don't know if I'll play it. I might if it's on Game Pass or something, which it might, but maybe not. I don't know. But that's it for gaming stuff that happened at DC today. We got some show news. I'm going to wrap it up with the Batman trailer because I feel like that's what we're going to be talking about the most. First thing, we got the Peacemaker trailer for the show, John Cena show. If you are familiar with the Suicide Squad film, you are aware that there is a spin-off show coming out on January 13th, so very soon, that is coming out on HBO Max. James Gunn is involved. John Cena is reprising his role, and it looks pretty good. I'm saying not as good as the Suicide Squad, does not look as wacky, fun, or imaginative, but it looks decent, and there's some potential, if you will. So I guess we'll know about that sooner rather than later, because that's less than 3 months away. So that was a nice little surprise, even though we knew it was coming. We also got an interview about that new Batman the Caped Crusader show. I believe I talked about that a couple months ago. It was that Batman animated show that had that Art Deco design to it. Looked very retro and cool. But Bruce Timm was interviewed. He is a DC animated, I guess the DCAU would be the technical term. But he is a veteran. He was an animator on the original Batman the Animated Series and is now an executive producer on the Caped Crusader show. And he gave a statement today saying that the Caped Crusader will be more Batman the Animated Series than Batman the Animated Series, which is the most convoluted sentence I think I've ever said on a podcast. I have a quote from him here. At the time, there were certain limitations on what we could do in terms of adult content and violence. Which Batman the Animated Series is already one of IMDb's highest rated shows. I have seen most of it, and it is very good. But I agree, it was limited. It was like early 90s. So, we weren't really at the state of culturally where you could make like a kind of dark Batman thing. I think, the Tim Burton movies were out, but I think when most people thought Batman, they were thinking of Adam West in the 1960s Batman show. So there was a nice change of pace. That one is the show that first had Mark Hamill as the Joker and Kevin Conroy as Batman, who I think is the best Batman. You can fight me on that.
What's Grant's opinion on that?
It's not
Because I know
Robert
he voted
Pattinson.
this for you.
I haven't seen Rotten... I don't know. We'll see. We'll get to that. Because that trailer... Whoo mama. But yeah, the animated show. I would recommend it. It's on HBO Max. I think there's only 2 seasons of it. But it definitely holds up, even though there's no black people. But it was the 90s. Black people weren't around. But let's talk about the Batman trailer. Because that came out today. And I actually, I don't know if you guys have heard of this little service called Vimeo. It's actually a little bit of an underground video service. Matt Reeves posted the 4K version to Vimeo, and the 1080p version on YouTube. And I saw
And this dude knows what he's doing.
he knows he's a smart guy.
This 4K YouTube does not work.
No, it does not. I don't know exactly why. I don't know if Vimeo has it better. I mean, it looked great on Vimeo.
It's
so.
better. Yeah.
Okay, so he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So I watched it. Thought it was very good. I know I wasn't really expecting anything else. We didn't see a whole lot of the Riddler in this one, which I guess is good. They're kind of setting him up to be some sort of like Joker-esque.
Seems very Joker-esque.
Yeah, kind of like Heath Ledger Joker. Not even like Mark Hamill Joker. It's like specifically Heath Ledger's Joker, where he's kind of like mysterious and more of a force of nature than like a person. And they like basically just showed him getting arrested, and that was pretty much it. There was a bigger emphasis on, I think the Penguin's going to be making an appearance here. Catwoman was, very prominent in the trailer, played by, I think her name is Zoe Saldana, if I'm remembering correctly. Sounds, yeah. And, Andy Serkis is playing Alfred.
Yes, dude.
If you guys,
that was my favorite part.
If you guys don't know who Andy Serkis is, he's the motion capture guy. He does stuff not motion capture, but he's Gollum. He is. I think when that Tintin movie came out, it was like entirely motion capture, and he was like a huge part of that. He was the guy in Pan's Labyrinth with the eye in his hands. He's like the guy if you want like realistic mocap. And he's playing Alfred. I thought that was pretty fun. I mean, I don't know if you can beat Michael Caine, but we'll see.
Zoe Kravitz is the.
Oh, Zoe Kravitz.
Person.
That's right. Oh yeah. But yeah, I was very impressed. I like Robert Pattinson in this role so far. Haven't seen the movie yet, obviously. I think, he's going to be better than, Ben Affleck. No dragon tattoo on his back, so that's already a plus.
Or a mustache.
Or a mustache. That was Superman. That was
same era, though.
It was Henry Cavill. And I don't know. So far, the Batman voice is better than Ben Affleck's and Christian Bale's. I'm gonna say it's probably the best so far, because I think like the best Batman right now is Michael Keaton. Live action. I think Kevin Conroy's the best Batman. But Michael Keaton from the Tim Burton age, he was very cool, and I love him as Birdman. So that's just gotta give him props. But I think so far the fight scenes have been very impressive to me. Not usually the strong suit in Batman movies. I know a lot of people will point to the Batman scene in Batman v Superman, and I will point to them and laugh because they are stupid, and they should die in a hole.
I do not condone his message.
Okay. I condone
I don't know his
I really do.
There's two Batman scenes in Batman v Superman that come out to me. There is the Batmobile chase scene where he actively blows people up and kills, which is absolutely not what Batman does. And then there is a fight scene in a warehouse where Batman is saving Superman's mom after the Martha moment, the very infamous Martha moment. And he murders a whole lot of people with crates and stuff. So Zack Snyder really just doesn't get it, which I think you could really sum up his whole career with that
I think
sentence.
his whole career is I don't get it, but I mean, people like it. So
people like it for some reason. People like it.
I guess
I think people just like darker tone, but
incredibly annoying one-tone CGI filled 4:3 for no real reason kind of look.
yes,
Dark and edgy.
the thing is that Christopher Nolan already did that better.
Non-color corrected.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do that. I mean, what made those Christopher Nolan movies so great? Or, yeah, movies. There's a couple good ones. Is that Christopher Nolan loves practical effects and shoots on film, so it looks great. Well, no, he shoots on IMAX too. I don't like Chris Nolan. He does weirdo film stuff where he's like, I'm gonna shoot on a whole lot of different cameras so the aspect ratio changes from like shot to shot. I was like, that's stupid.
That I like. I just don't like putting your movie at a weird aspect resolution, even though it doesn't fit the actual picture.
Well, the way that, yeah, no, I don't like that either. It's not artsy. I know that's what he was trying to do.
Yeah, no, he did a fake artsy move, and I don't like it.
Yeah, it was like for the artist's
And
intent.
people are like, "Whoa, he's a genius." I'm like,
No, no. Wait, what? Oh, Chris Nolan. No, he does it like not intentionally. He'll just be like, I want to record this in the IMAX camera, and then I'll record this scene in a film camera, and then I'll record this like, and they're all like different aspect ratios, and it's not subtle at all. Like they're very different. And I think now that I've said that, you'll never be able to watch a Chris Nolan movie the same because they're all like that. But what made those movies great is that he actually flipped a truck in New York City. I don't know how he got the permit to do that, but he made a truck do like a 180 and flipped it upside down. And for real. And Zack Snyder never did that. And he had like CGI aliens. So, you know, I don't think we really saw anything in this trailer that leads me to believe that there's going to be CGI aliens in this movie.
it did look like it.
I think there was a couple moments that got people talking. People were talking about the Batmobile, which we didn't exactly see. For
like a
little bit, but not like a great shot of it. We saw it in mid chase, and it looks more like an actual car than it does a tank, which I think is good. Yeah, I do not like tank Batmobile.
Yeah,
That has been a thing recently, where, let me think. Yeah, Chris Nolan. We got Batman v Superman. Even Arkham Knight made Batmobile tank, and it's like that's not.
I wasn't a big fan of the brutalist approach to the suit and the Batmobile in like the last 10 years. It's like he's a bat. He's supposed to be like stealthish. Why is everything so pokey and blocky?
Right.
He likes Minecraft update.
Well, that's what I'm kind of liking about this one so far, is that it seems to be you don't put Batman in the day. That's kind of, 101. He looks goofy when it's, the sun is shining on him because he's dressed, to the Timbs in black. And
like
a black
kid
cowl.
wearing his pajamas during the day in the store.
Actually, yeah, pretty much.
It's like, what that kid doing? What are you doing?
But that's something that Chris Nolan and Zack Snyder did. Zack Snyder had that whole post-apocalyptic dream sequence in Batman v Superman where Batman's just walking around in the Batman suit in like broad daylight, and it's weird. And he did that in Justice League. And Chris Nolan did it in The Dark Knight Rises. But we don't need to talk about that one. I already said that. But we got that G-Dang hallway scene from the Batman trailer that looked oh so good. The bullets were like the only lighting in the room. So like as the guns were shooting at Batman and the bullets were sending sparks because he's wearing this bulletproof armor, I guess. And he's like beating people up. But I don't know. I can't describe it. They should. They always go for like the shoulder. It's like, are you trying to immobilize him? Just shoot his nose off or his eye. You guys
literally shoot one of the most important parts of the human body, the face.
Exactly. No, they want to shoot him in the bat symbol, which
cool,
it does look
that
cool.
Symbol.
I think they actually did like make a thing. They like made a bit about that in Arkham Knight where like, I'm I'm not going to spoil it, but one of the main bad guys is like, don't aim for the symbol. That's where he wants you to shoot. You got to like shoot in the cracks of the armor. And it's like, so the symbol is like,
His face.
yeah, no, he like shoots him in the shoulder again, because nobody thinks about shooting him in the face, which is the right move.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk? But yeah, this is definitely looking to be the next, I don't want to say the next Dark Knight, but honestly, it might be the next Dark Knight. I don't know. The next definitive
From what I saw,
Batman.
it looked like it was from that era.
Yeah. But I have all confidence in Matt Reeves. He made some good ape movies, and I do love apes. So we'll just have to see. I would love to see a Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson, and then Joaquin Phoenix as Joker. I think that would be really fun. But who knows if that would ever happen. I know we're getting the Joker sequel, which I think that's being made by Todd Phillips, who made the first one and the Hangover movies. Kind of, I don't know why I introduce him like that. That's not really what he's most known for anymore. But yeah, he's working on Joker too. And I think Joaquin Phoenix is coming back for that. I think he said that he's down too. Joaquin Phoenix is kind of known for being a weird artsy dude, so I was surprised he was going to be in a superhero movie, if I'm being honest, but we'll see if he's down for the sequel. But the Batman, the last thing I'm going to say about it is that it comes out on March 4th of next year, so very soon. Not a summer blockbuster. I think it was originally going to be a winter of this year movie, and then they delayed it. So, a spring movie. Honestly, kind of a weird release, but I think Endgame came out in April, so I'll let it slide. Mm-hmm. But that's it for DC Fandom. Honestly, pretty good show. They did do some stuff about Wonder Woman, but honestly, who cares?
I hate women.
That's not true. Well, I don't know. I don't want to speak for you, but I don't hate women.
I don't know Babby's your opinion, but...
that being said, Patty Jenkins did say, she said she's working on Wonder Woman 3, and that Wonder Woman is, I want to get this quote right, I think she said the most culturally important character in culture right now.
It makes me never want to watch another Wonder Woman movie.
Hot take.
Out of the 0 I've watched.
I wouldn't recommend them.
Yeah, I've heard very mixed things.
The first one is decent at best.
I heard the first one's good, but
I would say at best it's like a 3 out of 5. There's like some good acting, surprisingly good acting from Gal Gadot and Chris Pine, who are the two leads. But Gal Gadot has this, she does this annoying thing where I think it's because she was a model first before she was an actress. But whenever she like walks or like like does anything, she's posing. So like she's always just like, she does like the runway walk when she's walking over the trenches of no man's land, which she would absolutely get obliterated in, like, you know, it's World War I trenches. I don't know. Let's not dissect Wonder Woman because that's not deserving of my time. Go see it if you like Wonder Woman and want to see her origin story, and you were just super attached to her character in Batman v Superman and Zack Snyder's Justice League.
I know I was.
And then if you want to see her rape somebody, then watch Wonder Woman 1984. There you go.
Okay.
We see that on YouTube.
Well, it's what happens.
Said a sequel to George Orwell's 1984.
George Orwell, Rennebacher, 1987, all over again.
Oh, okay. I wanted to double check that it is 1984, and it is. It is Wonder Woman 1984. I wonder.
It is. This is literally 1984.
They did not think about that.
The best sequel.
The best
generation.
Yeah,
now animated.
One is about an Totalitarian overlord taking over the citizens' minds.
It's a lot of T's right there. Some bars right there.
And the other one is 1984 was the joke I was going to say.
I prefer Animal Crossing by him. I think it's a better book.
Animal Crossing. Oh, very funny. That was a good one. Speaking of good ones, did you guys see this Jamie Costa, Robin Williams thing?
Of course I did.
I remember seeing it. I don't know if I actually watched the video of it.
Okay. I would recommend it.
Okay. I saw like the video playing without the audio. I'm like, okay, he looks like Robin Williams actually.
He does. He's got the mannerisms down.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Jamie Costa is an impressionist, but that's probably underselling what he does. I believe he's made his start making Star Wars fan films on YouTube and has since kind of turned into like a voice actor, comedian kind of guy.
Nice.
And he did I believe this is just test footage. They're going to, it's kind of actually pretty smart that they release this publicly because a lot of people have been clamoring for this to be made into a feature-length film. I believe it's just called Robin, and they're going to start shipping it around to different studios. And good. This guy needs to have his own movie. This has given me some Rami Malek, Freddie Mercury vibes, which I don't throw out lightly. I would recommend everyone here watch it. And it kind of like perfectly encapsulates Robin Williams, just his whole life pretty much in like 3 minutes.
I'm glad they posted it to like see what public reception would be too before they start doing this.
Yes.
Because Robin Williams is a very important figure and people want
Very.
Full, like 100% accurate justice to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Robin Williams is one of my favorite people ever.
Yeah,
he's definitely someone I look up to a lot. I was very skeptical going into this. If there is a Robin Williams biopic, it better be good. Gee dang it. And this looks like they're going to give him justice. I could be wrong, but the test footage I saw was very promising. Yeah, I guess support that if that ever becomes a thing. Hopefully it does. But that's most of what I have to say. I do have one small thing that is kind of music related, but kind of just, society related. So
yes,
I'll just, dip into that before I let Babby take the reins for music. There was like a Grammy Council thing. I don't know exactly what exactly you would call it. Frankly, I'm not in the award scene.
Yeah, I don't know what the specific naming of that is.
Yeah, but basically a whole lot of fat cats sat down and decided what is and what isn't for genres and such. And there was a couple big takeaways that I thought were important. I think first, they decided that Casey Musgrave's Star-Crossed was not a country album, which is true. Yeah. But I think Casey Musgraves was pretty upset about that. Like I think she was.
It's not a country album at all.
It's not.
There's one country song on it.
Yeah. But she was like, you can take the country genre out of a girl, but you can't take the girl out of a country.
Can you stop being so white for one moment?
She's from small town Texas. What
I know,
can you expect?
You can't just be rifling off the Live, Laugh, Love, even though that is her songwriting.
Yeah. I don't know what you're expecting from her at this point.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that was the first thing.
I just can't deal with everything else around me.
Yeah. And the thing that kind of got my goat was that Bo Burnham was disqualified from the comedy album for the Grammys.
Which is not good.
Who are you gonna give it to? Chappelle?
You better not. You have some bigger issues then.
Yeah.
Tell me the freaking album with the White Woman Instagram is not a comedy album?
That's true. I don't know why. I don't.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Frick, I think I looked it up.
I feel like the special is more of a, like, that you can consider not comedy.
Yeah.
But the soundtrack, a lot of the songs were like the comic relief of that special.
Yeah. I think that's pretty fair. I don't really know why they're like drawing the line here when like Chappelle like Equanimity and Bird Revelation was nominated for comedy album, and it's just Dave Chappelle in a like nightclub talking about pimps and stuff, like not jokingly. It's like
that's pretty funny.
It's not very funny. So I don't really know why they draw the line here, especially since the Emmys gave him like I'm pretty sure he set records for being like the first comedy special to win Best Writing, Directing, and Best Variety Special. So kind of weird move, Grammys.
To be expected from the Grammys, of course.
To be expected, but I honestly don't know what can beat it. Or like what the only other big stand-up thing or comedy-related thing would be The Closer. And I don't think it's a smart idea to nominate that.
Yeah.
But who knows? I'm not the Grammys, and they're obviously all-knowing, and they know everything.
They're obviously superior.
That's why rap and R&B are the same genre.
Of course. That's why Igor won Best Rap Album despite having one rap song.
Yeah. It makes sense.
I feel bad for Bo Burnham more than Casey because Casey's going to get nominated for Album of the Year, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
She's a shoo-in. The Grammys absolutely adore her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's going to happen. With Bo, there's not category crossover.
True.
Unfortunately.
I think there was something that they nominated him for. It was like, I don't remember. I think it was like soundtrack or something. Which
it's not even really a soundtrack.
It's not.
It's like an integral part of the special.
Yeah. I don't know what exactly they're thinking.
It's just old people trying to wrap their heads around how an album that's in a comedy special somehow isn't comedy, but is also somehow a soundtrack, even though it's a core part of the actual thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think I would describe it as more of like a visual album with like, there's like breaks in between of comedy, but like most of the bulk of it is songs.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of weird. But honestly, I don't think Bo cares, so I'm not gonna care because Bo Burnham famously hates award shows and the whole politics of it. So I don't think he's gonna be really torn up about whether like what category his work is gonna be nominated for, especially after setting the record in the Emmys. So good for him. That's all I have to say. You can take over now.
Okay. You want to talk about the Last of Us photo? It's not really allowed to talk about.
The Last of Us photo?
Yeah.
The photo.
Well,
have you not seen it?
I've seen a Last of Us photo. I don't know what photo you're talking about.
The crew.
The crew. I don't know if I know what you're talking about.
They had the main three characters in outfit on set.
Oh, yes, I did see that one.
Okay.
I also saw someone recording them shooting. Someone like leaked it.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Yeah, they like lived in an apartment or something above where they were shooting. Yeah, we can talk about it. I don't have a whole lot to say. It looks good.
Not a lot to say, but I feel like, we talked about everything else regarding it.
Yeah, I did see it. I thought about sending it, but I was like, baby's probably already seen it. Yeah, no, looks good. I don't have any complaints.
Yeah, outfit design's pretty on point.
I don't really know how you mess it up. Joel just wears plain color long
Joel's just a
sleeve
white
shirt.
hipster that you would see like anywhere you go.
He's a country boy.
He's a country boy.
And I don't know. There's not like a whole lot of complicated costumes. If they showed us the zombie design, I would have more to say. Because I feel like that's where you mess it up.
I hope they get Walking Dead staff with them, knowing that show's in its final season and probably over with like filming at this point.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I don't think special effects wise anything's gotten better than Walking Dead zombies. So
probably not. I don't know. I don't watch a whole lot of zombie related media.
Mm-hmm.
I think the best I've seen is Train to Busan, but I don't know. I don't think you can really top that for me in terms of zombie related imagery. But we'll see about The Last of Us show.
We'll see. Everything looks pretty good.
It looks good.
And that was non-color corrected, edited for like film. So
I just don't get why she doesn't have
photo.
red hair. Crazy.
Crazy.
They should give her a wig. I don't know why I'm Jerry Seinfeld.
I don't know.
Frankly, it's very disingenuous and not at all accurate to the source material. Yeah. They should really consider the fans.
Handle his own series. This is ridiculous.
He doesn't even know what she looks like, and she was the cover of the second game. Just her face. He's so stupid.
Love it.
That's all I have to say about that.
Okay. Music time?
Yeah.
What do we got?
I don't know. Billy the Butcher.
Billy the Butcher. Paul's here this week.
I am.
So I will censor myself. Zack Fox dropped his debut album out of nowhere. Last week was great. We were just like swearing all over the place.
That's true.
The debut album is called Shut the Frick Up Talking to Me. Gotta get that monetization that we don't have.
Didn't I already say something?
Yeah, you already did. Yeah.
Okay.
This was a surprise.
Why?
I think he dropped. We talked about that one single he did, I think, last week.
Yeah, Fafo.
Fafo. But I think he was dropping little snippets on Twitter all week.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, there's more music coming. But then he just dropped the whole album on Friday.
It's pretty short. It's like less than 20
minutes. It's 19 minutes. Yeah. Album covers one of the best this year, I will say.
Was chicken bones?
Just chicken wings on a tile floor with a pair of feet that's smoking a cigarette. So
very Tarantino-esque.
Very.
Mm-hmm.
Fits the aesthetic pretty well, I would say. Pretty good. I still surprised on how he can put together a piece of work like this pretty like professionally when he's released like 3 songs in the past, and all of them have been kind of like joke songs.
Yeah.
But I mean, even on those joke songs, he had the flow down, he had the cadence and everything. So he pulled together some pretty cool songs. They're not like comedy songs, but there's a lot of funny bars.
Okay. Very JPEG Mafia.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Just doesn't get as serious or as like he's clever. He's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a comedian, so I expect that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. He's more of a comedian than a musical artist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can see him doing more music though. This is pretty good.
Now riddle me this: best comedy album?
Ooh, I don't think you can consider this comedy.
Okay.
I think it's just rap with funny lyrics.
Okay.
At that point, Eminem could be nominated for a comedy album 25 years ago.
Yeah, I'm just reaching, seeing what they can dig up here.
No, I don't think Zack Fox would get nominated at any award show, actually, honestly. So
yeah, probably not.
Just because, I don't know if mainstream networks.
No, probably
very
not.
fond of him. He's a very Adult Swim kind of guy.
Yeah.
But kind of cool. Some vibey songs. You got Alchemist and Kenny Beats production on here. I don't know how you managed to do that. I know how you got Kenny Beats because they work together.
Alchemist just does everything.
Alchemist is just like, I'll just throw him a beat, and it's like a really, really good beat.
Yeah.
Because why not? He's just sitting on tons of stuff, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Young Thug. dropped Punk.
Is it a punk
hour
album?
and 3 minutes long. Did not listen to the whole thing yet, unfortunately. Just got past me. Same with the Adele single. I haven't listened to that either.
Oh, it's very good.
It's slacking. I assume so. I just didn't check it out yet.
Yeah.
But that comes out November, 19th?
Adele?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was coming out so soon.
Yeah. That was announced this week, I guess. November 19th, the full album's out.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I feel like Adele is one of those artists where everybody's just kind of like, yeah, she's pretty good.
I think so. I know some people don't like her voice,
which is weird. I mean,
yeah, I think her timbre kind of shows. I don't know. I could see it, but I like it.
I could see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the first Young Thug album I've listened to. Unfortunately, I'm kind of grown into the new wave of hip hop this year. So I'm still trying to catch up with what the best trap artists are. But I've always been a fan of Young Thug. I just haven't listened to a full album, but every feature he's been on I've really liked. But this is not a punk album, despite being called punk. It just has guitars in it, and they're not punk guitars. They're just guitars.
Oh, okay.
Which I guess I kind of expected. I didn't expect like a full-on, like whole lot of Red is a lot more punk than this is.
Yeah.
Which is also his intention. But a lot of like cool, laid back songs, which are really good. His voice is very unique. Everybody knows the Young Thug voice when they hear it. He does it the best out of every single millions of clones that came up after him trying to do it. I think the Tiny Desk I watched when he announced the album was a very good indicator. But good features too, I will say. Juice WRLD feature posthumously, I actually like. That's crazy.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like it was recorded before he passed. I mean,
Maybe.
it sounded like it was natural, not just slapped on for clout. So all the Juice WRLD fans will be like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
But living it up with Post Malone and A$AP Rocky is an absolute slapper.
Oh, is it?
Post is sounding better, probably his best since Beer Bongs and Bentley.
Yeah.
At least, to be honest.
So what you're saying is it's better than Motley Crue somehow?
It's better than the whole Hollywood's Bleeding album, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay, I'll have to.
I don't know. It just
out.
feels like a song from that era again with those three.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah, I could see that.
So much. That's what I love from Post. It's just fun.
Yeah. And
his voice is great and matches with Thug's pretty well. I think that was Goodbyes on. Yeah, Goodbyes was on.
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood's Bleeding. That one was good too.
I like that one.
I do like this whole. What else we got? J. Cole tried to do a Young Thug impression on Young Thug's song, which was weird. Didn't hate it. It was just kind of strange. But I got through track, I think 11. I got through 11 tracks out of 20.
You stopped before the Drake one.
I did stop before the Drake and Travis Scott, unfortunately.
Whoa,
I need to listen to the rest of it. So this is a half review because I've only listened to half of it. I just haven't gotten back to it today.
I need to pump the brakes a little bit.
Yeah.
Nate Reyes?
Yes, I'm going to talk about it.
What?
So if people remember Young Thug last year pointing out that he loved fun, there was that video going around of him jamming in the studio to some fun.
Yeah.
That's when we were diving into fun as well. It was just funny.
Yeah.
He got Nate on a song, which is really rare for him to be on anything.
Wow.
And it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Wow.
He did do this weird auto-tune thing, but
is it
whatever.
like Stars auto-tune?
It's not Stars auto-tune. It's updated auto-tune.
Okay. I'll have to check
actually,
that out.
It might be the same auto-tune Young Thug uses. It has that same kind of weird texture to it.
Yeah.
But it's a very weird song.
Huh.
But not bad. It sounds like a fun and Young Thug song.
That's so weird.
What that is. Yeah.
Okay.
But I just laughed when I saw that. I'm like, whoa, okay, it happened.
Yeah, I just...
Yeah.
That's my live reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
So I'll have to get through the last part of the album, but I listened to the Nate Russo one and I listened to the last song with Mac Miller on it, which is pretty good as well. That was a leak from a while ago. They took off Trippie Redd. Trippie Redd's been cut off of 7 songs in the past year, so everybody probably hates him, I guess. I think he just did it so Mac had the last verse in the album, which is understandable.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that means just completely shoving another artist off of it and not just changing the order in which they go in.
Yeah.
But production-wise, liking it. Very good. I don't want to say background music, but very easy listening. Like, just chill, throw it on. It's a little long. I don't know if I could deal with the whole thing in one sitting, but just taking and picking songs and adding them to playlists should work for me. But good job. Album cover is pretty sick too. So
Looks like they're gonna kiss.
they're going kiss.
That's kind of hot.
His album covers are like fantastic, by the way. Best in the game.
I like So Much Fun because it has fun in the name.
Man, he should have got fun on that one instead.
Yeah.
Maybe he was hinting.
Oh, yeah, it was a secret signal to Nate.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I guess we'll talk about the last release of the week. Faces is on streaming services.
Hooray!
Wow. It happened. Mostly intact as well, somehow.
Mostly?
Mostly. They got like 95% of the originals here.
Oh, I thought you said all the samples got cleared.
I thought they were, but there was some that got cut, which is it's kind of understandable. There's some Bill Murray stuff that got cut because like they're literally just like movie samples.
Oh yeah,
which I'm guessing is a nightmare to get cleared.
Yeah.
I can only imagine. I'm surprised they got like as much as they did, to be honest. But this thing is a beast, an hour and a half, 25 songs. But it felt like listening to it for the first time again, which was weird since I've heard it so many times. But the mixing, I didn't realize they were going to remaster the whole thing because everything is mixed better. Everything's redone that needs to be done. Sounds amazing. Bonus track that they added on at the end, a 5-minute one. Never heard before. It sounds like a Skyfall, like James Bond theme, which is weird, but really good. Like really good. I don't know how this is a leftover. I don't realize how you just have this on a hard drive and just waiting. But, glad it's out. I've never heard it.
Yeah.
I don't know how you just fit that on a hard drive and decide, it doesn't really fit anywhere. But it does fit pretty well on here. So good, I had to buy the $65 vinyl. Just a complete impulse buy.
Whoa, I thought you already had it.
No, I was going to buy it. This is the first official thing to come out of it. There was a lot of bootlegs floating around.
Yeah.
But I'd rather not buy a bootleg because I like to actually listen to the vinyl.
Yeah.
But they were selling a 3 LP one like 4 weeks ago for pre-order. I thought they were all gone. They weren't. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm just buying it.
Why not?
I have to.
Yeah.
But kind of leaning towards this being his magnum opus. Honestly, I'm liking it like more than I originally did, more than like every single thing he's released.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
The amount of times I was blown away just listening to it like on Spotify compared to the like hundreds of times I've listened to it on SoundCloud and YouTube, I just never I think it always clicked, but I was just realizing how incredibly good it was. Being blown away by music you're familiar with is hard to do, which is why, when we react to albums I've listened to, I don't get a lot of reaction for myself when we do our show.
Yeah.
But there was multiple times where I'm like, oh my God, like this has always been here, but why is it just so much better at this moment right now? Yeah, this thing is a masterpiece. Like it's a long album, doesn't feel that long actually. There's like 3 different like subcategories in here where you could probably just start at one point and end at one point and still get a full album experience. There were some samples that were lost that I did think hurt it a little bit. Not anybody's fault though. Clearing movie samples is probably like the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
Because I did think it helped transition between tracks because this album can be extremely rough to listen to nowadays with context. I will give a trigger warning for it. I'm used to it, so it doesn't really affect me. But if people are going into this for the first time, jumping on the bandwagon at swimming, this can hurt big time. But that I relate this album to BoJack Horseman, the entire series, because this is what it sounds like, basically.
Yeah.
A constant push and pull of like progression and then regression, like sometimes within single songs. But this is probably the best. This is my favorite mixtape ever. Early 2000s was kind of a golden point for like early 2010s, I would say, actually, for mixtapes. Like you had Acid Rap, Chance the Rapper came up through mixtapes, Joey Badass, J. Cole, even though he was kind of ending his mixtape series at 2010. But that whole thing, mixtapes were just kind of the thing.
Yeah.
And Lil Wayne as well. But I do think this one's better than all of them. He released this for free somehow, and this is like a conceptual, like artistic statement character study that's better than most things I've heard.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm glad I can listen to a lot of Mac stuff again, because I got burned out after Circles last year because I was listening to it so much.
Yeah.
But there's enough content here for a long time. Mixing sounds fantastic again. Yeah, this is pretty nuts. Which is weird because this is the best album to come out this year, even though it doesn't count.
Even better than Donda?
Even better than Donda? Donda doesn't even hold a candle to this, actually.
Whoa. Donda's the best album ever.
I mean, Donda's like a great artistic statement, but like compared to this, it doesn't really hold a candle. Even like The Life of Pablo, I don't think is as good as this. I think My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, character study wise, is the only thing that can kind of get up to this one.
Oh, okay.
In my opinion,
those are bold words.
They are. Kanye stans might get angry, but
we've never cared about them.
Yeah.
Well, I've never cared about
You've
them.
never cared about them, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is an hour and a half, so it's very long. But
yeah, that is a long one.
If interest intrigues you, it's not a disappointing listen at all. I think he made this when he was 22 as well, which is also just another layer. I'm 21, and I can't imagine making anything near this level in any creative output that would be nearly as good as this.
Yeah.
But it's got everything in it, too. The freaking swimming and circles references that he, like, directly names drops the albums and then recites lines from those albums, like, 4 years before those albums came out. Kind of trippy, honestly. Like, I got the same thing with Circles, where I'm like, this is like a really weird, out of body, like kind of creepy almost, where it's like, whoa. It feels like he's like actually here weirdly, but that comes up on here as well, and it's like, oh my god. Which is probably why I've just like shied away from putting any Mac Miller stuff on our wheel list for reactions, because I'd feel weird reacting to any of it. It feels so weird just because the music is incredibly personal.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the best album to come out this year. I won't put it on my list though, because that'd be cheating. I think it'd be different if I haven't heard it.
Yeah. So this beats like Tyler's
This beats
stuff.
Tyler, this beats Injury Reserve, this beats Haram, this beats everything.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think it's nostalgia either, because the amount of times I got blown away initially, like after hearing it so many years, was still just like, whoa.
Okay.
But
wow. I knew you were excited for it. I didn't know it was going to be the best thing ever.
I didn't either. I was like, okay, cool, it'll be on streaming. But yeah, giving a deep listen to it again for the first time in like probably a year or two. It's like, okay, we're not messing around with it.
No.
There's also visualizers and music videos for every single song.
Oh, cool.
They put out, like, you can go to the website and download like a folder full of like concept art and like notes and stuff. So I don't think anybody's handled posthumous work nearly as good as this.
No. Not even Marvin Gaye.
Not even Marvin Gaye's estate, the most loved estate. Even top this. Yeah. But those are the big three this week, I think. Weird week.
Was a weird
posthumous release, a release I didn't even know existed, and a Young Thug album that I haven't listened to fully. And Adele.
The Adele song is really good.
I do need to listen to it.
I guess I don't really have a whole lot to say. What is there to say? It's an Adele song.
It's Adele. Yeah.
It's gonna be a good pop. Well, this one's like a kind of a slower ballad, which is good.
That's what most of her stuff is.
Kind of, I don't know, like Rolling in the Deep, and like she has a lot of like swinging pop.
Yeah, they're very
songs,
swinging, dramatic.
But like Hello and stuff like that for sure. But yeah, this feels to me like the Hello of this album, which is weird, I guess. I don't know. It feels a little bit different just because, it's been a while. Like, yeah, it's been like 5 years, I think.
Feels like it's been like 20.
I remember, I think it came out in sophomore year of high school was her last album. 2015, so 6 years. Yeah, it's been a minute. I was never really a big Adele fan when I was a kid or growing up when she was relevant, which I guess she still is, but she hasn't really been in the limelight.
She's been like disappeared for 5 years.
She disappeared, and then she posted a picture on Instagram of her skinny in a Jamaica bikini, and then everybody freaked out, and then everybody forgot about it.
Yeah, she had like cornrows or something.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
But let's not talk about that. She made a very nice love ballad. And I think her vocals have gotten a whole lot better. So I'll probably be checking out her next thing. Why not?
I'm interested. We might do a video for it. That'll force me to listen to it.
There we go. Yeah. But
we also have Silk Sonic that same day, actually, so Adele's getting pushed.
Oh, frick. Yeah, we're doing Silk Sonic first.
We're doing Silk Sonic before everything else.
Yeah. I forgot that's in November now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be freaking snowing outside when we have a summer album to listen to.
Skate
going
to me,
over
baby.
there. Your marketing's great, guys.
Adele's gonna fit a whole lot better. I'm just gonna say that based on this
Adele's
song.
Gonna outsell them too. They try to get the most streaming numbers and hits out of all of it, and then they're just like, Adele's dropping the same day.
They kind of fumbled it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just very minorly.
Yeah,
stupidly marketed this.
They only did like everything wrong for the past 5 months. It's fine.
Yes. I think like this was like that was my most anticipated album too. I mean, it probably still is because I don't really know what else is even happening.
I went from my most anticipated to not caring about it. So if that tells you anything about the marketing for it.
Yeah. Like as soon as it was announced, Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars, are you kidding me? And then they waited too long.
Yep.
That's pretty much
Way
it.
too long.
Way too long. I don't know why.
It had album of the summer.
Yep. Well, it's Anderson. You gotta release it in the summer.
Exactly.
Are you kidding me?
Plus, Drake wasn't even competition because Drake's album sucked.
And he broke his anklet.
And he broke his ankle. Or something.
I don't know. Tore his ACL.
Or his ACL, so he couldn't freaking say he's a lesbian or something.
Should have just stayed broke.
Oh, I hope he gets nominated for Album of the Year.
No way. Well,
that would be
there's
surprising.
a way. There's definitely a way.
I don't know. Grammys aren't like too huge on Drake, surprisingly.
Good for them.
That is good for them, actually.
That's the one thing that the Grammys get right.
Did it right.
Yeah. Although they can do best music video for was it Too Sexy?
Yeah, Way Too Sexy can get best music video because I did like that a lot.
Yeah, they can do that. I don't know what else would be up there. So, yeah.
I don't know. Leave the Door Open was pretty cool.
I did like that one.
The colors and shapes from Faces is my favorite this year. Just knowing the context of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like there was...
Call Me By Your Name.
Yeah. I was like, there's one big one I'm missing.
Yeah. My guess is it's going to be that one. Or, no, I don't think Industry Baby's better than Call Me By Your Name.
The song's better, music video's not better.
Yeah. I would never go to jail.
Yeah.
And
Lil
that's
Nas
on
X would
God.
never dance naked in jail. This is so unrealistic.
Yeah.
Give him me pole dancing down to hell.
Yes. That's what I want to see.
That's what I want. That is the best music video this year, though.
I think so, yeah. It certainly sparked conversation.
It really did.
Healthy conversation.
Much needed conversation.
That's right.
Even though there was no conversating, it was just one people being like, "Ew, what is this?" and the other people were like, "This is art.
I hate gay people." And then other people are like, "This is hot."
This is hot."
Those are the two groups.
Black Country New Road has a song this week. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah?
Scrolling through my Spotify. Chaos Space from their new album coming out next February.
Oh, okay.
Once again, we are timing gods. I posted the reaction to that the same day as the song came out.
Oh.
And the album was announced. So
Wow.
there's some mystical powers going on because every time we do something like that, something happens.
Okay.
Happened with Casey. Happened with this one.
I'm going to say it right now. Kendrick is going to drop a single on, let me just pull up the days. Next Friday, October 22nd.
Next Friday.
And it has to happen because
they might actually push it back because Adele's going to take like the charts.
Oh, I thought you were going to say because they're going to be competing with each other. I don't think that's true.
They will be actually in numbers.
Well, in numbers, yeah, but not in really demographics.
No, not demographic, but Adele will wash Kendrick in numbers.
Oh, for sure. Even though they've both been gone for a while.
True. It's just the amount of people that Adele reaches is a lot larger.
That's true. Coffee shops all over the country will be blasting
Coffee
Adele.
shops, 40-year-old white women.
That's true.
Us idiots. Like, you got everybody, you know?
I mean, it was a good song. Like,
yeah. No, it's gonna be quality music. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's coming. The album will be out before the Super Bowl.
I would assume so.
I would assume. Honestly, with all the music this year, I'm like, take your time, I guess.
I don't know.
I've been slacking, but
I'm starting to run
it'll be nice. I feel like I have my top list solidified. You can come and mess it up if you'd like to, but
yeah, well, it would really just be shifting stuff down, probably.
Yeah. Then I'd have to see if my Kendrick bias just automatically places it at number one, or the things that I actually think are the best will prevail.
No, it'll probably suck.
Yeah, it'll be trash.
Yep.
CLB better.
That's true.
Way Too Sexy washes anything off of a new Kendrick album. Don't take that out of context. I don't think we have any release dates for very soon, for next week even. I don't know.
Probably gonna be a Rick Fox album.
Yeah.
Coming out of the woodwork.
The woodwork. I guess Conway is ready to drop. I just don't think the release date's out for that yet.
Conway Twitty.
Conway Twitty.
I think I made that joke last time.
You did make that exact same joke last time. I think Kevin Abstract's ready to release an album. Better the last Brockhampton album, which was supposed to come out this year. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah.
Oh.
He initially said that there was going to be 2 this year, and that the last one will be the last album.
Oh, okay.
Don't know if that's still happening or not, because every time I see that kind of stuff, I just think that's not going to happen, because it usually doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, Logic retired and came back 6 months later, so.
Yeah, but this is a group.
It is, but it's a group that is still very good.
True. How are they group dynamics wise still good?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's what does
I think everybody's trying to get their solo careers a little bigger, just because a lot of them are still considered just Brockhampton artists. There's only a select few that have solo careers that they're comfortable with.
Does Bareface do anything?
I don't know, actually. I would be interested in that.
If he isn't, he's a coward.
Yeah. You can't just like pop in and do that and then just not do anything else. He has one song out.
Oh, great.
And it's not even his song. He's just featured.
Oh. Good.
Yeah. Get on that, please.
Please.
Could be the next Frank Ocean, I'm telling you.
Yeah, he probably could. And
yeah.
Lord knows Frank is going to keep sleeping.
Yep.
Maybe. I don't know. He was at the... What was he at?
He was at the Met Gala with a Baby Shrek.
With Baby Shrek. That's right.
Yeah. But he was passing an album around to label execs, so...
Oh, okay, so maybe.
I think him and Kendrick will be coming back, so probably like sooner, like closer together.
That's so weird.
If I were to guess.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know how I feel about that, because both of those are powerhouses that will like leave people good with their music for the next 5 to 10 years, probably.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Man. I mean, we'll just see.
We'll see.
That's why you always tune into the Boy Time Podcast channel. You just
riveting commentary, and
well,
about 50% of the time something we say comes true in the next week. So
that's right, because we're smart businessmen.
We are just in the know.
Yep, I have a business major, so I can actually predict when things are going to happen. That's true. Like, most albums are released on Fridays, so I can accurately guess that there's going to be something by Kendrick next Friday, October 22nd. 2021.
There has been a rumor of October 22nd. I am 99% sure that's cap, because everything else I've heard regarding Kendrick rumors has been kind of weird. So.
Yeah, I don't know if I would trust those.
Yeah.
But
it's fine.
It's our rumor, and we're starting it, and it is definitely coming out next Friday. True. October 22nd, 2021 at 9:48 p.m.
How many? What seconds though?
Exclusively on YouTube.
What about the seconds?
And then added to streaming services at midnight.
That's right. Yeah, it's gonna be
a visual album, actually.
Oh yeah, the whole thing. Oh, the whole thing. I was just gonna say it's gonna be a single. You think
it could be a single, but they're gonna do a visual first and then release the song a couple hours later, so everybody sees the music video. That way he gets his message across before the song comes out.
And the video is just going to be a JPEG of Kendrick hanging himself in his attic.
Yes.
And it's going to be like 144p.
I'd be down for that, actually.
Black and white and grainy.
Yes.
It's going to be like security cam footage.
That's how you're ushering a new era, though. You just got to do something like that. Get everybody's attention.
It's bold.
It's bold.
The new trend, uploading videos in 144p.
Trust me, with the music I listen to, a lot of those music videos are shot like that unintentionally.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to put an epilepsy warning for one of the albums I cover in the end of the year video, because the videos will literally make someone seize if they cross that.
I don't know. One of my favorite music videos to come out recently is Dragon Ball Durag, and that's on an iPhone.
Yeah, that is on an iPhone. And Kenny Beats Backyard without his permission.
Yep. So
recorded by Zack. So.
Oh, okay. So it ties in.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, if you want more of our stupid music commentary, go to the main channel.
Watch to the main channel.
Over there.
Get to that main channel.
We're doing numbers.
We sure are. We hit 320 subscribers.
Whoa.
You just wait until we hit 420. We're going to do Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style when we get 420 subscribers.
We're going to listen to Doggy Style and pretend to smoke for an hour.
Oh, that would be so awesome.
I'll just roll up a piece of paper and light it on fire.
That seems dangerous. Well, you're probably okay.
Just go into just go outside,
Yeah, we'll record it outside.
Eat it.
Make sure it's a really, really dry week and it's pretty windy.
Yeah. I'm going to ingest a weed.
That way it'll set the fire out if it falls, because the wind is going against the fire and it blows it out.
That's true.
I suppose.
Yeah, that's what they said in California.
My house down over 420 subs special.
That's true. Yeah, we should make a 333 subscriber special.
What are we,
that's too soon.
Real
way
question
too soon.
Though. What are we gonna do for 666? And it better be next year on
We're gonna
Halloween.
recreate the Montero music video.
honestly, that will probably come like before the end of the year.
Yeah, it'll be before end of year probably.
We've grown 117 subscribers in 28 days in 4 weeks.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we're that much.
You got to remember it scales because the more people come, the more like the quicker it's going to increase. So.
Yeah. So
Man,
we'll
we might have
probably
to get back to gaming Let's Plays.
No.
Nobody's going to watch them.
Yeah, we've been doing the music stuff.
To watch it.
Well, I don't think people would. That would.
Yeah,
I don't want to mess with our algorithm.
Thing.
We've been doing the consistent music video thing, so I think we're okay.
I was actually thinking of like cleaning up the channel, to be honest.
Of like, I want to see if we can move the video, the podcast.
I was thinking that, or maybe like, you know how if someone has a playlist public with unlisted videos, you can still see them.
Yeah, it's like unlist the videos on Boy Time and then
put them make a playlist for all like the old videos.
Yeah, we could do that.
That would clean up the channel.
Yeah. We're just spitballing here live.
Trying to play the YouTube game a little bit.
Yeah, because I'm still getting like, I mean, keep your old music videos up because I think those will still be good. And I still get like Tame Impala. And keep my fun one up because that's one of my favorite videos.
Oh, for sure. I love the fun.
Yeah. I think that might be my favorite video I've ever made.
Yeah, that one's great.
Well, close second to iCarly because
iCarly is a masterpiece.
Yeah, that's
I'm glad that is still the freaking video for new people.
Good. I'm glad that
it's a perfect tone setter, honestly.
I think so.
We're not like the serious guys. We're just the boys.
Yeah, I mean that's what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think personally, I think that's criminally underrated. It only has 82 views.
Wow.
I know.
What's
I think a lot of those are from clicking on the channel and having the video play for a little bit.
The like-dislike ratio is 100% of 3 likes and 0 dislikes.
Nice.
So there you go. We're doing pretty good.
People are like, yeah, I like these guys, and then they just left and never came back.
It's probably my dad.
Probably.
Just he has a lot of accounts.
For supporting the channel.
I like every video we make just to get the ball rolling. So.
Okay, that's nice.
That one like throws it in the algorithm machine.
Or if we talk over the song.
Yeah, people really don't like that.
Hot take, we should dislike our videos because that'll make them more controversial and then recommend them more.
We already have a very few controversial ones. I don't think we need to add more.
Okay.
I said Radiohead sucks and everybody has hated me forever after that.
Give me one of the replies to it.
Okay. Let me see. I feel like there is a bit of know your audience here. Like, this probably just isn't the Radiohead album for Jerry. But that's what's great about Radiohead is their versatility. I think it'd be pretty tough to go through their discography and not find at least one album that clicks. That's the most negative comment ever.
I love the 2 replies, too. I think Jerry would like OK Computer. Uh-oh.
I don't know.
And then, I don't know, I felt like In Rainbows was their smoothest, most accessible album. That's what I thought as well. So
if he doesn't like this, I don't know what he'd like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I would love OK Computer. Except I already listened to it.
I feel like we should do a re-listen to that because I think you're missing something, but
we can.
That's for another day.
I
don't know. I feel like your taste has grown exponentially in 3 months too. So
yeah, I really don't hate albums anymore. I mean, I liked Veteran. I liked more songs on Veteran than I disliked, and that was
just crazy.
A shock, to be sure.
He's growing.
Although
he's learning.
We'll have to see because when we do this retrospective, and I'm gonna make these playlists are already public, but I don't think my Spotify is not public. Once I release these playlists, we'll have to see if people roast me for putting Bound 2 on the losing playlist.
They will.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
I don't care.
Forward to, retrospective 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, personally.
Why?
Just because we got a lot of good ones already. You know.
That's true. Well, we got Common next, so I don't know if we're gonna have
Country,
a whole lot of
Jesus, Rockhampton, Veteran, Common.
Yeah.
And Hawaii.
Lucy.
Why?
Oh, and Hawaii, yeah. It's the most forgettable album. That's a joke.
Yeah, I laughed.
I know. I just wanted to reiterate it for the audience.
Oh, okay.
I don't usually put laugh tracks on here, so
No,
I
you
think
don't.
it's...
You just, yeah, I already ended it too, so there's no need to edit.